Wednesday night, OCR TV, bringing you live coverage of the SCARS Ferrari Challenge, Kansas Roval. We got road course on an oval. I'm Wendell. Joining me always, Trey Landry. Trey, how we feeling?
Good, man. Ready for some Roval action. Should be fun. Keep these. I think the Roval will keep these cars kind of bunched up with the draft, so could see some good racing tonight.
Red Roval. Send Justin Richardson right over.
Currently, no surprise, top of the board.
Yeah, real quick, we're coming in a little bit late to you, but just before we went live here, he jumped straight up to the top of the charts, 111.025, pushing Ron Meyer Jr. back a little bit. That's going to be your front row. Kurt Crum and Kurt's cab. Thomas Fredericks tentatively sitting fourth. Looks like he might not be at the racetrack right this moment. That's your second row. Third row is going to be Thomas Morris and Adam Dock. Fourth row, Thomas Pendergrass, Matthew St. Germain. We got Travis Bennett, Eric Mickey, Andrew Mickey, and then Eric Mickey starting what appears to be shotgun on the field, Trey.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. As qualifying is over, so that grid will stick.
Indubitably. Well, I don't know about the entirety of the race, Trey, but I know this beginning is probably going to be pretty exciting. They're doing a rolling start tonight. Now,
joy.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm really hoping maybe that it hots it up here on the ovals. We'll see. In any event, qualifying is wrapping itself up. We're going to do some things and stuff. With the road courses, they give you a few extra clicks of the clock to finish your laps. Unlike the ovals, when qualifying's over, qualifying's over. Trey, I think for me, from what I've seen, I think the transition on and off the banking is going to be huge tonight.
Yeah, especially coming back out on the NASCAR part of the track there on the backstretch. It can actually cause some damage to your car if you don't do it well.
Maybe we can get a, I believe they're probably doing driver's meeting right now. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys not able to hear that. Me either. But as soon as that meeting is over, they're going to grid them up. We're going to set them free. Too bad there's not a guy in here named Willie. We can have a lot of fun with that. Looks like we have cars gridding up right now. Trey, hell, with a rolling start. Hell, we could grid these boys.
We can, yeah.
I say let's do it, man. No surprise, as usual. Another week, another pole. Justin Richardson. He's sitting on the pole. Positive sim racing driver, the number 13 Ferrari. Outside of him, Ron Meyer Jr. in the 23. Good-looking Pennzoil car for that guy. But P2 with a 111.117.
And last week's winner, Kurt Crum, he's going to be starting third. To his outside, Thomas Fredericks, be starting fourth.
Good old T-Frez. Well, from one Thomas to another. Right behind him, we got Pinnacle Racing's Thomas Morris in the 99 Got That Stat car. But check that guy out. We're going to plug the hell out of him every chance we get. Rolling off P6 tonight, Adam Dock for Fast Daddy Racing in the 31.
And I believe, Wendell, newcomer tonight, starting seventh. Another Thomas in the field. Thomas Pendergrass. And starting eighth, Matthew St. Germain.
Yeah, Trey's favorite name. Rolling P night tonight for Lit Motorsports. Because, you know, sometimes you just got to keep it lit, Trey. Travis Bennett in the 16. Pretty good showing for him last week. I believe that was his first race as well last week. With Bombshell Motorsports Incorporated Zone, Andrew Mickey piloting that 86.
And bringing up the rear of the field, tail in Charlie tonight. Another Bombshell driver, Eric Mickey, starting P11.
I'm not really sure how he feels about that, but if there's one track that you have a good shot at making up some ground, I think it's going to be this one, Trey.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it could happen here on this first lap as everybody goes piling into turn 1.
Oh, yes. We have a camera set up just for that. Now, I don't know, Trey, if this is something that they're doing just for the Rovals, but the rolling start tonight, abnormal for the SCARS League. Typically do they typically do a standing start, but it might not be a good idea if you're going to be starting on the banking.
Yeah, I think that's why they're doing the rolling start, is because of where it's actually tried to grid them. So they decided this would probably be a little bit better.
Indeed. Well, it looks like some of these guys not familiar with ovals. They're still down on the apron. You're gonna want to be on the high side there. At least that's my assumption. You know how that goes.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to run that apron at speed through that oval. They'll definitely want to be up on the banking, but you will see them, much like they do in NASCAR, when they'll jump down on below that white line on the front stretch there.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like we might be getting pretty close, Trey. And we are. Pace car coming out of 4. It's like that Rough going to take the hard dive. Richardson going to take off early. The rest of the field going to try to catch up for the rest of the night.
Yeah, brought him down very slow. Kurt Crum was able to get around Ron there for second. Are pretty clean through turn 1.
So far, so good. Mickey already making up a spot. Maybe 2 if he can get around this car going on around the outside. Oh, we got
Kurt Crum.
Trouble for Kurt Crum.
Yeah. Running second there and just lost it, looped it around.
Devastating for last week's winner. Yeah, just went a little too wide coming out of that corner, but man, huge hit for the 11 car there. Taking it back out front, Richardson has already opened up a 1.5 second gap over Ron Meyer Jr. I don't know.
Yeah, but you got second, third, and fourth lined up. If they stick together, they should be able to run him down.
That transition kind of violent for Ron Meyer there.
Richardson goes off track and into the wall.
And that's a big hit for the, oh man. Well, it looks like, Trey, we might have a new winner here tonight. Rather unfortunate for Richardson and Crum alike, but
I just wonder if he had an equipment failure, because it didn't even look like he tried to make that right-hander. That car just stayed straight. He nosed it into the wall and the tire barrier there.
Indeed, and Trey, we got the 98 of a newcomer Thomas Pendergrass already giving the 32 the high beams. Tell him to get out the way. Hold me up, Chief. But Trey, that's going to be new leader Ron Meyer Jr. The Pennzoil 23 looking pretty good out front, man. Looking new out front.
Yeah. Nice little battle here with Adam Doc, Travis Bennett, and those guys. They're 3 wide here in the turn 1.
Indeed, they are. Pendergrass able to make that move around Fredericks for P2. You're right, Trey. The big battle on track going to be these 4 drivers. Yeah, Eric Mickey already be able to make up, well, 2 positions by default. Another 2 on track. Getting around Thomas Morris and Andrew Mickey. He's charging. He's not wasting any time. And it looks like he's going to get another one here. He does indeed. He gets around, well, 31 coming back.
That's that. He took that transition wrong back there on the oval. He lost a lot of time and momentum, so he slid back 2 spots.
Indeed. Well, that moves Eric Mickey up to P6. Yeah, and Trey, just watching that transition off of the front straightaway into turn 1, that is brutal on these cars.
Yeah, you can't get up right on the oval after that last corner there in the road course. You got to actually take it out on the apron a little bit where the transition smooths out.
Trey, don't look now. Eric Mickey hard charging right now, already up to P5. Made easy work of Travis Bennett, the 16 right there. He is as we got contact with the 31 and the 16 of Travis Bennett. That was painful. We're gonna
yep, big time. Looks like that Saint Germain just had him locked up, just couldn't get slowed down in time. Probably put some pretty good damage on Saint Germain's front of his car.
And after that contact with the 16, 31 trying to come down pit road, loops it around. Just insult to injury right there, as well as the 16 coming down pit road.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said that was Matthew St. Germain. That was actually Adam Doc that got into the back.
But Trey, while we were watching that hot action back there, we missed Thomas Pendergrass moving himself up to the top of the chart, somehow getting around Ron Meyer Jr. there. That solid red Ferrari taking point.
Yeah, and Thomas Fredericks is starting to creep in on this battle there. He's currently 3rd.
Until he almost cooked it right into the back of that Pennzoil car.
Sure did.
But yeah, like I said, new leader Thomas Pendergrass. It's first start in the SCARS series. And less than 10 minutes in, he's already leading.
Ron take that wide entry into turn 1 there. Let Fredericks close up just a little bit. I think like Pendergrass might be having a little bit of connection issues. That might have scared him off a little bit.
Very true. I have seen a couple of blinks out of the 98 car there. You know, Trey, I want to ask you, the transition off that banking into turn 1 is, it appears to me that's causing Ron Meyer to lose a little bit of time to the 98 car.
Yeah, just a little bit. Looks like the 98's getting into turn 1 just a little bit better. When I've run some races here on this track, I guess turn 1's probably one of the most difficult turns for me, because there's hard to find a good visual for a braking point, how to get into that corner really quick. But you can definitely lose a lot of time through turn 1.
Indeed, we're riding hood cam with Ron Meyer Jr. right now, and unfortunately for him, looks like that 98 car getting smaller and smaller. Oh, that transition was pretty good that time.
I actually made up a little bit of ground there. Thomas Frederick still lurking back there. Matthew St. Germain running fourth, and Eric Mickey running out the top 5.
And it looks like we have Travis Bennett retiring from the race. It's unfortunate for the 16 car. Just wrong place, wrong time. Looks like 84 might get a good run on the 46 here. We'll have to see how that plays out going down the back straightaway.
Yeah, we'll see how much that draft pulls him, and be fun to watch this going into turn 1 here. Because Mickey's right there. See if he's going to try to outdrive him into turn 1. Yep. Try to make that move on the outside.
Definitely trying it. He can get it done right there.
Well, he's set up for this corner right here, so he does complete the pass.
That's going to make it look easy. I don't know if I'd have done that, but with that being said, that's why we're up here and they're down there. But
it's a little risky by Eric to take that on the outside there, because it is a left-hander, but fortunate for Eric that the next turn is a right-hander, so it did set him up well for that, and helped him complete that pass.
Indubitably. Yeah, this gap up front, staying right around 0.6 to 0.7 of a second from first to second. And of course, Thomas Frederick's right behind Ron Meyer. Now I know for a fact Meyer and Fredericks are both have oval experience. I wonder if Pendergrass does. That sets Meyer right up on the back bumper of Pendergrass.
Yeah, he was very slow getting into turn 1. That 98 car was. It allowed Ron to get right there up on him. Again, he's slowing down. He's braking early for the hairpin. That's going to let Ron get to the outside there.
Ron not interested in that as he looks back out there again. Maybe trying to get in his head a little bit.
Oh, Ron overcooked that corner just a little bit. That's going to let Thomas Fredericks pull alongside.
And we'll move that 32 to P2. Thomas Fredericks in the Yingling car.
Are you still there, Wendell?
I am most certainly still here.
I see an issue with the stream.
Ooh, what is that?
Maybe it's on my end.
Yeah, we looking pretty good over here. So far, anyway. Hopefully we don't have that issue like we did the first week where it just loops the same 10 seconds over and over again. Oh, but it looks like St. Germain able to get back around Eric Mickey. But pretty close with the top 5 here, Trey. We're not used to seeing this early.
Yeah, it's like I said, the draft are keeping these guys fairly close together. I said these two racing, Fredericks and Myers, allowing St. Germain, who did get back around Eric Mickey. It's letting those two pull back up to this group. I cannot get the stream to load.
You know, when Ron makes that transition off the oval to the road course, when he makes it work, man, he makes up a buttload of time.
Yeah, he does. I tell you what, the fastest two cars on the track right now are that 4th and 5th place car. Matthew St. Germain and Eric Mickey, they have pretty much effectively caught 2nd and 3rd place as Ron Meyer was able to get back around Thomas Fredericks.
Was indeed. Now, and I've noticed something with these two. It seems like the whoever's in second place at the time coming back up onto the oval. Seems like I don't know if they push up there or if they're doing it on purpose, but they kind of jump up there to the banking a little bit and then try to come back down. Whereas the 98 car not going up there at all. And Trey, like you said, St. Germain and Eric Mickey have essentially caught these two. We're going to have what appears to be a hot race for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I think if St. Germain and Mickey can get past these two in front of them, we might have a race for a lead coming up soon.
Mickey made the move on St. Germain there. Made it stick. Mickey's right on the back bumper of Thomas Fredericks now. Maybe a car length separating them.
Yeah, unfortunately for Fredericks, he lost the draft there of Ron Meyer, so he's got those two cars working behind him. He might be a sitting duck here going into turn 1.
Looks like Mickey's going to stay on the outside, maybe try the oval to get himself into the corner. Indeed.
Ooh, as Fredericks overdrove it just a little bit. That's going to let Eric get by and St. Germain as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Thomas Fredericks there, but move Eric Mickey up to P through. Biggest mover of the night so far, Trey. 11th to 3rd. And right there with the leaders, too.
Yeah, he's going to... Yeah, watch out for this 84 machine. He's going to be up there. Matthew St. Germain is looking to ride those coattails and get up there with him.
It looks like he was almost the fastest lap of the race set last time by. But you know, Eric, no stranger to overcoming adversity, if you will.
No, he's not. It's like Adam Dock, who got involved with that incident with Travis Bennett. He's taking his car behind the wall as well. Tell you what, Eric Mickey's coming.
He is, and I don't think these boys can stop him, Trey.
No,
not for long anyway. He's
the fastest car there in the top 5, so he's mowing them down.
He's got that 84 locked on rails, man. He's holding what you would normally call a pretty wheel.
Yes, sir.
He's being real smooth with it.
Ron Meyer was able to close back up on the leader just a little bit there through the road course portion.
And looking from the rear of Eric Mickey's car has gapped St. Germain there. So the battle going to be between St. Germain and Fredericks.
Yeah, Eric gained almost half a second on that leader last lap. Pretty much brought him right to the back bumper of Ron Meyer.
Yeah, he's there, Trey. He's looking. He's already poked that
He's
head
right
in
there in the
contact.
Little hip check there through the hairpin.
Letting him know I'm here. We may not be in cup cars, but we're at a cup car track. Oh, Meyer sliding it back in there. Letting him know, ain't happening. But as we say that, Saint Germain comes down and he's going to try to pass both of them on the inside.
Yeah, we're 3 wide on the oval here.
This is what we want to see, Trey. Saint Germain able to make that move. He just passed 2 cars in 1 corner. Good stuff.
Now here's where it can get interesting, Wendell. All 3 cars did a good job getting themselves sorted back out.
Indeed, that's allowed Thomas Fredericks to catch back up to the group.
Oh, so Ron locks it up going into the hairpin. Let's Thomas Fredericks have a look-see, but Ron able to hold him off for right now. Oh, yeah, Fredericks did complete that pass, so move Fredericks back into 4th.
Oh, Fredericks cooks the corner there. But Ron not able to get position on him.
Yeah, that's another hard corner, Wendell, to get set up good for, because you want to try to carry as much speed as you can to get up on that oval. And so we got a challenge for 2nd place. Eric Mickey peeks to the right. Can't quite get alongside. It's like you might try that outside maneuver through turn 1 again. We've seen him make that work before. Can't quite make it work this time.
Yeah, but that back in the corner up does allow him to set up for turn 1 and 2 a little better than Saint Germain there. Go here to the roll bar cam. We'll take a lap here on board with Eric Mickey, see what he's looking like on the in car.
You see there, very good transition onto the oval. Definitely within striking distance of Saint Germain. Make that run down on the apron, coming to the start-finish line. He's going to pop it back up there and try to turn it down into turn 1. Gain a lot of ground there. Can't quite make it work on the outside. Going to cut it back down. Very little brake going through there. Mostly just lifting with gas. Come around this sweeper into the hairpin. Nice little corner there for Eric through the hairpin. Nice little kink here, full throttle onto one of the more difficult turns to transition back into the oval here. Eric Mickey's got it down though.
He does. Probably the best looking car through that transition tonight, Trey.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, we want to go back to him a little bit. We got Kurt Crum and Justin Richardson already made their way back up to 5th and 6th. About 4 seconds behind these leaders with 23 minutes remaining, Trey. I don't think we've seen the last of these two.
No, as we got Justin coming down pit road. He might be pitting a little bit early here. He's got some pretty good front end damage, so might be trying to fix some damage as well. I think it's a look. We've got a little bit of a challenge for the lead as Saint Germain is closed up on the back bumper of Thomas Pendergrass there. Try to challenge him for the lead. Justin Richardson did come down pit road for his stop.
It looks like Ron
Eric
Meyer.
Mickey. Yeah, Ron Meyer. Eric Mickey's come down pit road.
Yep, 84 done with service, coming off now. And it looks like Richardson's going to get position on him. Oh, almost. Now, that's a lot of time made up for that 13. To go back and look at, yeah, 12.8 second stop for the 13 of Richardson, 13.2 for Eric Mickey, but
Yeah, kind of a bad stop for him.
yeah, clearly a lot more time made up getting on and off pit road there through that transition. Another battle, another challenge, another battle for the lead. 46 was looking real hard on the outside of the 98 there. Wasn't able to make it stick, but he's looking like he's getting pretty close, Trey.
Yeah, he's trying. But Thomas Pendergrass is doing a good job. He's kind of taking it easy on corner entry, but he's able to put the power down through apex and exit in corner. It's helping him maintain that lead.
Yes, indeed. He's led 18 of 20 laps so far, but I don't know. Looking at the challenges coming from that 46, I don't know that it's going to be too many more.
Yeah, still a lot of time left, just under 20 minutes. So Matthew is definitely not in any real hurry, I would think, to feel like he needs to get in front. But he does going to have a good rundown on him through the oval here because of that draft. Let him pull alongside on the start-finish line.
Just not able to get himself set up properly for that corner, but it's not due to lack of effort. That's one thing.
No.
Looks like we've got 3 cars of completed service. That's the 13 of Richardson, the 84 of Mickey, and the 23 of Meyer Jr. Still got the top 6 who are going to have to come down at some point.
I always love those emails. Thank you.
Yes, those are nice emails. I enjoy getting them too. Even though unfortunately they're few and far between.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, as the leader spins it coming down pit road.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Big mistake there. Going to lose him a lot of time and let St. Germain and Thomas Fredericks get around him.
See if we can't get you a replay of that.
Got on those brakes too hard and just looped it around.
Indeed.
Now we're going to see where St. Germain comes out in relation to Justin Richardson and Eric Mickey. He's currently on the oval, coming down through the start-finish line.
St. Germain service already done. He's off. He's gone. Pendergrass still sitting on pit road. Now that does leave St. Germain out in front of Richardson, but only gapped by a couple of seconds at best.
I'm guessing that Pendergrass is serving a penalty here.
That would be my assumption, yeah.
Yes, for probably unsafe pit entry. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's a hold penalty. Entered pit road on the right side of that cone.
That's unfortunate. Looks like we do have Kurt Crum down pit road. He's going to be coming down to make his scheduled stop.
It's like Fredericks also had a lengthy pit stop. He lost a lot of time. He lost position to both, excuse me, Richardson and Eric Mickey.
Well, you know, there's a horrible rumor about that 32 in pit stops.
Yeah, that he sucks.
Wow. I was going to use a nicer word, but as Saint Germain cooks it going into turn 1. Kurt Crum going to come out right behind him. Justin Richardson right behind him. These boys right back in the mix, Trey.
Yep. Without a doubt, definitely benefited from those pit stops. See, Matthew St. Germain had a 14.1. Kurt Crum's pit stop was only 13.1.
All right, we got about 15 and a half minutes remaining in the race. Trey, it's going to come down to it again. I think we're going to see a pretty good finish here.
Yeah, some good pit stops by those boys in the back has allowed them to rejoin this battle for the lead. I believe Thomas Morris has come on pit road. Get his stop complete.
All right, so the field essentially reset. We got Saint Germain back out to the lead. We got Kurt Crum P2 after second corner spin. Justin Richardson spinning the lap after that. He's back up to P3. We got Eric Mickey 4th, Thomas Fredericks 5th, and Ron Meyer 6th. The just pitted 99 of Morris is 7th, Pendergrass 8th, and Andrew Mickey 9th.
Yeah, we know we say this, and those are, the viewers that follow us on the oval side of things. We say it all the time, Wendell. You can't, you can definitely lose the race in green flag pit stops, and I think that's what happened with Pendergrass. Overcooked it, got that penalty, pretty much cost him any shot at a chance to win.
He did, that this late in the race, and the fact that the 11 and the 13 are back up here and going to be soon fighting for the lead if lap times are any indication of that.
Yeah, Kurt had an excellent lap that time. He ran an 11.3 to Matthew's 12.1, so definitely some speed back there. Eric Mickey slowly trying to join this battle as well. He's just a little bit back from Richardson.
Yeah, we got chat coming in. We got Rebecca Alcala. I believe that's the person using that account is a driver in this league. We're missing you here tonight. But coming in saying go lit, guys. Then we got Race Lover 02. So just when we thought they might be out of the race. Yeah. That's what we get for thinking, isn't it?
Yeah,
right back in it.
I don't know. I'm just wondering, Wendell, if that because Richardson's got a lot of damage to his left front. He's not able to close up in the draft like Kurt Crum has been to the leaders. We got a big challenge into turn 1.
We do. Looks like Saint Germain going to prevail. But that's not going to stop Justin Richardson from sticking his nose in the middle of it. P2. He said he may not be able to draft, but damn it if he ain't going to come through in the corner.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt him much through the road course. It'll be. I just want to see what it's going to be like with Kurt behind him once he gets back on the Roval here.
Indeed, indeed. Trey is hotting up. 12 minutes remaining. We got what's going to be hopefully a three-way battle for the lead.
Kurt able to get along now. See, this is what's going to tell the difference. They're side by side here. Let's see if Kurt's going to be able to pull him and make this pass on the oval. As Justin's not going to give him much room.
He's looking for that side draft. He's looking for every little bit of it he can get. And Trey, I think you're right. I think the damage to the front of that 13 car is just going to be too much for the oval.
Now it's obviously it's not affecting him, excuse me, in his run through the infield portion of the course here, but it's as he's able to get past Kurt again, but I think it's definitely hindering him a little bit on the NASCAR side of the track.
Oh, as he makes his move on the 46 here.
Kurt as well.
Justin Richardson, Kurt gonna stick it down in there. Not able to make it stick. A little slip there from the 11 car. But I moved Justin Richardson back up to the top of the chart. And I know sitting in that 46 car cockpit right now, the only thing going through his mind is what in the hell just happened?
I know, right? He's falling back in the clutches of Eric Mickey as well.
You know, Trey, I think you're right. I don't think the damage is enough to slow him down per se, but I don't think it's enough to allow him to utilize that draft.
Right. See here, Kurt's easily able to get past him on the oval, but again, it's not going to hurt him through the infield portion of the racetrack. It's just going to kind of frustrate Kurt a little bit here.
But Kurt not going to lay down. He's going to give it hell. Eric Mickey able to get around Saint Germain there, move him up to P3. Now this is going to be the tough call, Trey, is calling the biggest mover of the race.
Yeah, I mean...
So we've now had two drivers come from essentially the back of the field, but only one of them's made it back up to the lead. That's the 13 of Justin Richardson.
For now.
For now, yes.
See, Kurt doesn't even, you can watch him now once they get on the oval. Kurt really doesn't have to draft him too much to get that run on him.
No, and if I'm Kurt right here, Trey, I'm looking to learn a thing or two about how this is going to come down to the end. And just like that, he makes his move.
Yeah, good. I don't know what Justin's pitching about. That was a very good turn one there. Richardson's going to lose two spots.
Do you think he might have got a slowdown penalty?
Don't know.
Because he was really slow down that straightaway there.
Oh, that lets Eric move up to P2. See if he's got anything for that taxi cab.
Yeah, just as fast as we said, Richardson was the biggest mover. Eric Mickey takes it back.
Now, if Mickey and Saint Germain were smart, and they're definitely smarter than I, they would stay nose to tail and try to pull away from Justin a little bit, try to take him out of the fight.
Yeah, Richardson looking like he was going to try to take that high entry into one, but 46 just a little bit too close for him to make that work. So,
I mean, he was going to try to take the same entry that he was bitching Kurt Crum about.
If he can't beat him, join him.
That's right.
That's probably one of the most helpful things I learned when I was doing this.
Yeah, Kurt able to stretch his legs just a little bit over Eric Mickey, about half a second that last lap. So we got 7 minutes to go, Wendell.
We do. We got a fierce battle for second place. The Saint Germain's going to try to look on the outside of Eric Mickey here. Can't quite get him in the shot. He is gonna make that pass.
Yeah, Eric let off a little early there, trying to set him up for the exit of the corner there. Didn't fight him too hard with Justin breathing down his neck, so did a good job of picking his battles there.
They're going to try to jump him here on the inside of the hairpin, but that's not going to leave him set up pretty for the next set of corners.
We'll set him up good right here coming back onto the oval. He should get a good run. And indeed he does, as they're side by side.
And if you're Justin Richardson, this is what you want to see out of these two.
Well, yeah, these two racing are keeping him. He's able to hold on to the draft just a little bit. We've already talked about it, that you know, it's not affecting his car through the infield, but this is definitely helping him.
Ooh, as Richardson takes that high entry, St. Germain comes back down right in front of him. Had just enough room to clear, but Richardson with the move going into the hairpin.
He's going to drive it down in there.
He's gonna try to make his charge back up there. St. Germain looking back on the outside of there. We got us a race, boys. 46 and 13 going tooth and nail. 13 is going to have the advantage here, but wonder how much that draft's going to play a part. We are under 5 minutes to go, Trey.
Yeah, 5 to go. Kurt's opened it up to over 2 seconds in front of Eric. So barring any catastrophe, he should be in a good spot to bring home the checkered flag tonight.
Richardson looking to make the move on the 84 Mickey. He's right there on the back bumper. And Kurt Crum just looking in his rearview saying, okay.
Yep, y'all race. I'm going to stretch it about half a second each lap. Richardson did get alongside Eric coming out of that hairpin there. Not able to complete that pass.
Richardson with the crossover. He's going to have position on the 84 there. I am not mad about this. We got 3.5 minutes remaining. We got us a race.
Yeah, you can't. You got to hand it to Justin. He did not give up.
No, he's wheeling the hell out of a damaged race car right now too. He's got a 3-wide situation going into one. St. Germain going to back it up.
Yeah.
Oh, he cuts it wide. He's loose.
Big slow up there from Justin allowed St. Germain to get that challenge for second. He set up well here, but we've seen Justin. He's been good through this hairpin, so he's going to try to get it back here. Again, it looks like Matthew just overcooked the entry there. Let Justin get alongside of him. Justin set up well for this kink. And honestly, for this left-hander coming back onto the oval.
And this is where he made his move on Mickey last time. Mickey able to stick it in there and kind of hold Richardson to the outside, though.
Yeah, and this is, I think, where you're going to see the damage is going to hurt Justin. Eric's going to be able to catch that draft from Matthew, but Justin's going to pinch him.
Oh, he is. He's going to pinch him like a turd.
Yeah, but there's the difference, Wendell. Just that little bit of damage.
Yep. Now, we have seen this before, though. We've seen Richardson take it to the outside going into turn one and just move it down into that corner.
Yeah.
As he appears he's going to try it again. And 3 wide's not going to work there.
There we go.
We're still going forward, though. We are still moving forward.
Hey,
Ron Meyer.
12 wheels are better than 4.
Indeed, we got Ron Meyer moving into the mix. He had a nose full of that a minute ago.
Yeah, we haven't talked much about him. Had a bad pit stop and kind of lost contact. Early contender, but he's just he's lurking back there in 5th. He almost inherited 2nd place.
Yeah. Well, we got about a minute remaining. That's going to give us the remainder of this lap and one more.
Actually, it might be 2 more. No, we'll see. I always get confused about when they throw the white.
Yeah, it's kind of where I don't know what the threshold is, but if it's been holding true as Saint Germain cooks turn 1.
Yep, it's gonna let Eric get by here.
That might allow Justin Richardson the room he needs to catch up to these guys.
Yeah, but he overran that one corner, got him in the grass, slowed him down quite a bit. Saint Germain drove the hell out of that hairpin, just couldn't quite maintain the advantage he had.
There it is. This will be the white flag lap.
So one more again.
Well, Kirk, no, this is it, Trey.
Oh, this is it, huh?
Yeah, we're coming to checker right here. Kurt Crum 6 seconds out in front of these two guys. He is going to pick up the win tonight, but we got Saint Germain and Eric Mickey locked in a battle to the line.
Yep, it's gonna be last lap pass.
It's going to be Saint Germain
second.
Eric Mickey third. Justin Richardson, hard charge tonight from that damaged race car. He brings it home 4th. Ron Meyer's going to end up 5th. Thomas Morris, Mr. Where did he come from? He's 6th tonight. Thomas Frederick 7th. Thomas Pendergrass 8th. And Andrew Mickey 9th. With retired Adam Dock and Travis Bennett. As I believe Thomas Morris just jumped something. Not sure what that was, but whatever it was, he jumped it.
I do believe, Wendell, that this will be Matthew's first podium finish.
I think you're right, Trey.
I don't see him on the radio here.
We got Kurt Crum on the front straightaway. He's doing NASCAR burnouts in a Ferrari 488.
Hell yeah.
But solid run from him tonight. 2 in a row for that driver. Good to see that. You know, an unfortunate circumstance for him and the 13 of Justin Richardson, but both of them able to rebound. Unfortunately, the damage to Richardson's car just too much to do anything with. But Kurt Crum's looking pretty nice in that cab.
Absolutely, 2 in a row.
Well, it looks like they're trying to get the link out to the Saint Germain. But while we're letting them do that, so we drag old Eric Mickey up here.
Yeah, I wanna. Okay.
We do it.
Eric, I know you're might be busy doing admin stuff. Is this a good time for an interview?
Yeah, we're cool.
Okay, good. I just saw you doing some stuff. I just wanted to make sure you not doing your admin thing. But hey, biggest move of the race tonight, bud. Disappointing qualifying, or maybe not. Maybe it was intentional. But you started 11th. You brought it home 3rd. You know, after the first 10 minutes, you were a big contender, I think. Had a good, legitimate shot to win this race. Good battle between you and Kurt and Matthew there at the end, as well as with Justin. But tell us about your race tonight, bud.
Yeah, that qualifying run was nothing intentional. I don't know why, but I just didn't have it tonight. I didn't feel it. I couldn't figure out how to run those times everybody else was running. So that was legit slowest car in the field tonight. I don't know. I didn't expect to start moving up like that. I was surprised to see that I was able to run in the top 3, top 4, even after Kurt and Justin had their issues. But I don't know, something about the way that this track races that kept everybody close together. It was pretty intense. A lot of hard racing, probably a lot of hard feelings after some of what went on there. But I mean, it was entertaining from my perspective. I hope it was an entertaining race for you guys to call.
Well, when they go back and look at it, I don't think they'll be as salty. It was a solid race from the spectators' point of view tonight.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That's what we were hoping for by putting this on the track instead of a different track. I mean, on the schedule instead of a different track. Trying to recapture some close racing and make it interesting for people to watch, and you guys calling it. So yeah, I think a lot of people did a good job. We were all driving really hard. That's why you saw so many mistakes. But it just kept us all tightly bunched together for the most part. It was fun.
Well, let me tell you this, Eric. You had half the field led a lap tonight. So very competitive. You couldn't get out front and just rest on your laurels. You had to get out there and work for it, as we saw Kurt come from the back to the front. So, yeah, definitely your mission was accomplished, Eric.
I'm very glad to hear that. Yeah, it was a lot of people were. It was almost just like we were taking turns up front, and then one of us would make a mistake, and then there were 3 or 4 more guys waiting to capitalize on it and take their shot at getting to the front. So again, it was a really fun race. I hope that nobody takes anything too personal. I know I had a couple of incidents in contact with people. I know there was some stuff between Kurt and Justin, so I hope it's all just in the matter of going for the win, racing hard, and we move on, and there's no problems heading forward.
I don't think so, but I mean, as far as I don't think there's any hard feelings there, just hard racing, like you were saying, Eric. I did not hear over the driver's chat, and of course he's not here for me to ask him, but did you hear what was Justin's problem at the beginning of the race? It looked like he might have had an equipment failure, but did you hear anything?
No, I think Fredericks had mentioned that that Justin messed up. I think it was turn 1, and then he said that he was like off track and out of it and stopped. So I'm not sure what went on there, but he did have some front end damage that was really hurting him on the oval part. So that was a huge part of what kept him from going up there and potentially driving away. I mean, who knows if his car was 100%. And he didn't have that mistake early on, how this race would have went. But yeah, I mean, I know he made contact with something there early on because he had front end damage for most of the race there.
Yeah, without a doubt. It kind of looked like to me, just being the outsider and having the same thing happen to me, it looked like his wheel might have died for a second there, as he didn't even attempt to negotiate a turn and just kind of nosed it into the wall and gave him just enough damage there in the left front to kind of kill him on the NASCAR part of the track.
Yeah, it was something went on there. Maybe you can find out from him or whatever, but we it helped the rest of us out because he had a pretty big lead and we were able to take over that.
All right, so Eric, where's the league heading to next week?
We're going to be sending out messages pretty soon. On the schedule, originally it was Imola.
Chuck.
I believe it was
Wait a
Imola.
Okay.
And then after the, but with some changes we're looking at putting through starting next week, I think we end up going to, I want to say Bathurst. So that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, Eric, you know the deal, man. You know us. Give us those shout outs, bud.
Well, you guys again for coming on here and broadcasting our race and doing the job that you do. Everybody in the field for continuing to show up and keep everything going. Trying to figure out ways to work on why the field is so low over the last few weeks, but I appreciate everybody who does come out and participates. And I think we've proven tonight that even with the short field, it can be completely worth it and fun to come out here and compete. So yeah, I mean, we got some stuff to work on, but we hope you're here with us to see it through.
Oh, we will be, Eric. We will be. And I don't know why the field count is low. It's a fun series, very competitive, as evidenced tonight. As 6 drivers led laps tonight. But looking forward to seeing you next week, Eric.
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you next week, or maybe at 3 Wide over the next week. So yeah, hope to talk to you a lot more over the next week.
Without a doubt.
Well, he gone. That's your third place finisher, Eric Mickey. But now,
All right, Wendell. He started 8th. He finished 2nd. He led some laps tonight. In case you were wondering who I was talking about, I'm talking about Matthew Saint Germain. Tell us about your race tonight, buddy.
Oh, it was a good one. It wasn't too shabby. Started a little slow. Didn't know the track too well, but as I got into it, I started picking up the pace a little bit. And then I seen at the end of the race there, Justin and Kurt were coming, so I knew trouble was going to happen.
Yeah, you definitely kind of started out a little slow there, but definitely you and I think you started back there with Eric, and looked like you two decided to kind of work together and chop your way through the field. But tell us about that battle with you, Eric, Justin, even Ron Meyer was starting to join that battle at the end of the race. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
It was tight. It was a lot of fun, actually. We actually had 3 wide, I think, going into corner 1 at one point. It was pretty interesting. There was a lot of passing. I couldn't believe how tight we got in some of those corners. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, without a doubt. And first podium tonight in the SCARS series. Been fairly competitive, but I would say some bad luck has kind of plagued you. It's been great to see you do well tonight, to see that talent behind that wheel.
Well, thanks, fellas. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've been played with a bit of bad luck and a little bit of inexperience on some of the tracks here in this series. The schedule has been not the greatest schedule for me with the tracks that I know, especially being a Canadian. So it's a little bit interesting. I wish we had Mossport on there. That would have been a lot of fun.
Oh, hint, hint, Eric.
Yeah, that's a big hint, hint.
Well, we're not going to Canada next week. We're going way down under to Bathurst. What do you think your chances are next week?
That's going to be a real tough track. I don't know that track whatsoever. I got maybe 30 minutes of practice time on that track, just like this track. So it'll be a tough one. It'll definitely be a tough one for me. That's for sure.
All right, Matthew, before we let you go, man, give us those shout outs. Anybody you want to thank, anybody you want to holler at, this is your chance.
I'd just like to give a good shout out to Lit Motorsports and thanks to all the support from the boys. And thanks to SCARS for having this great series. It's been a good one so far, boys. Keep up the good work. Hopefully we get some more competitors out there, get their bigger grid.
Without a doubt, Matthew, congratulations on a stout run tonight. And fire up Bathurst, man. Start practicing. Want to see you. Want to talk to you again.
That's a big 10-4, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you there on the podium next week.
All right, man.
That was just second place finisher, but now it's time to do the thing, Trey. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Kurt Crumb, 2 in a row. Tell us about your night, bud.
Oh, it was an interesting night. I'll say that for sure. I definitely surprised coming away with the win there after the start, but my spirits definitely picked up when I saw Justin also had an issue early on. So we had some fun trying to make our way back up to the front, and then after the pit stops, real nice battle there. I knew Justin had a little more damage than I did. Looks like on this track, these cars especially, it's real hard to keep the splitter off the ground. So, I was trying to protect it. I saw Justin take a few real hard licks onto the banking, so I figured he was going to be a little bit slower down the straight. So, I know that if I could stay ahead of him, I eventually should be able to get out further ahead and stretch that gap back past where he couldn't draft. So, worked out.
Yeah, like Justin got a little aggravated with the taxi cab on that move you made late in the race, making that pass into turn 1. Tell us about that. Do you think you did anything wrong? I personally didn't see nothing wrong with the move. You had the run, you had the opportunity, but what are your thoughts about that pass?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what he was upset about, really. I mean, he knows how to take a defensive line, and I think that's all I did. It's he was probably half a length back, so it's not like I cut across his nose or anything. But yeah, I dove to the apex because I definitely wanted to protect that lead. I need to stay out in front and try to take advantage of that damage.
Well, you did do that, Kurt, 2 in a row, bringing home the trophy. So you know the deal, bud. Give us those shout outs, man.
I can't even think of a good one tonight. I'm mentally drained. But thanks, guys. Hope it was as entertaining to watch as it was to drive.
Oh, it was highly entertaining from this viewpoint. The racing a lot closer tonight than it has been in weeks past, but we look forward to seeing what these guys bring to the table. I believe I heard next week at Bathurst, Trey.
Yeah, we're going up the mountain, down the mountain. It should be a wildly entertaining race.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Trey. That's probably one of my favorite road courses.
Yeah, it's I'd love to just get on it and just hot lap it because it's fun, but it's definitely a difficult track to race at. Passing is at a premium, especially going up and down the mountain, but it should be a fun race.
Indeed, indeed. Well, your results on the screen right now. Trey, when we coming back live again? I believe Sunday night is the next time we are back live here at OCR TV, bringing you the 3 Wide Racing League's Nathan Young's Design Series.
Yes, sir. And if you watched the last 2 races from those guys, very entertaining. So join us Sunday night. Monday night, we should be doing the Cup cars for 3 Wide, and then Wednesday, we'll be down under for SCARS. Going up and down Bathurst should be a good time.
Up and down and up and down. As Thomas Morris would say, as long as you keep your up and downy bits inside the block, I think you're good to go. But Trey, really, really good night for the SCARS series here. A lot of close racing, some 3 Wide at times. Pretty exciting. But like Trey said, join us again Sunday night, 10-ish Eastern. Again, Monday night, 10-ish Eastern. And then again, Wednesday night, 9-ish Eastern. We're going to bring you all the action from the 3 Wide Racing League, as well as every race from the SCARS series. But until the next time we see you, Trey, there's only one more thing to do.
See ya!
Bye.